Hey folks, it's Dave back again as we go through more of the 1979 football playoffs. Today we have the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Miami Dolphins. Now, this was a matchup that occurred on December 30th, 1979. Pittsburgh walking away with a 34-14 to win to advance to the American League Conference game. And as you know, they went on to win the championship that season. We're using game-winning drive football by Downey Games today for our simulation. And let's take a look at what happened in the wild card round. It was the Chicago Bears defeating the Philadelphia Eagles. So in real life, the Eagles won that, but they lost. As Chicago advances, they will play Dallas. Houston defeated Denver, and Houston will play San Diego. We have both of those games coming up later on our channel. And we just played the Tampa Bay LA Rams game. I'm not going to give that score away, so you'll have to check out the other video in the channel here to see what happened in Tampa Bay in that game. But, yeah, the winner of the Tampa Bay Rams game will play the winner of the Dallas-Chicago game, and that's how it goes there. So today it's... Right now, actually, it's Pittsburgh, Miami. So we have our Pittsburgh dice, black being the 10s, and the Miami dice, the teal will be our 10s. So let's see. We got Bradshaw versus Greasy, Harris versus Zonka, Lynn Swan versus Nat Moore, and the kickers are Barr and Von Schaman. Remember those names. So let's kick off, shall we, to see who gets the ball first. I like to roll for that. It's a tie, so we roll again, and Pittsburgh wins the toss. So Pittsburgh now goes on the offense. And there's no kick return for either team. Miami does have a punt return option, so we need to keep that in mind in all punts, and hopefully I don't mess that up. So the Steelers, Bradshaw under center, getting things going here. And we need 1 to 32, but 33 has rolled so close on that play by Bradshaw. And that's actually going to be a fumble. Rocky Blyer has it jarred loose by the Dolphin defense. Big break there, and there's no chance for a fumble return. So right off the bat, we have a fumble by the Steelers. So we take some time off the clock here. And Miami now in good shape to get on the board. So 11 to 26 turns into 11 to 36 for Miami. And it's a 15, so Miami in scoring range. Greasy goes back to pass, but it's off the fingertips of Moore, and they will have to settle for a field goal at 56. So Miami getting on the board first. Let's see how long that field goal was. Ooh, that's a 56-yard field goal for Von Schaman, and Miami goes up 3-0. So Pittsburgh now, after their first attempt resulted in a fumble, Bradshaw under center now. Steelers trailing 3-0 at home. And this is a good-looking drive for the Steelers right now. Handoff up the middle, and Franco Harris drives that in. It is a touchdown run. And the Steelers, just like that, take the lead on the run by Franco Harris. So we're going to take a look at the PAT. And that is going to be good. So the extra point is good. And Pittsburgh now takes the lead 7-6. So Miami with it now. Trailing by 4. Greasy on the center. Remember, they recovered that fumble and kicked that 56-yard field goal to take the lead. But now they find themselves trailing. And this is a 62, so not a good drive at all by Greasy and the Dolphins. That's a 31, and they're just going to kick this one back to Pittsburgh. So Miami gets nothing going on their second drive and kicks it back to Pittsburgh. So now we're down to the final couple of minutes here in the first quarter here in Pittsburgh. Hope you're enjoying the game here in our replay. That's a 43. Bradshaw can't get his team going here. That is a 54. And they're just going to kick this back. But we have a chance now for Miami. So Pittsburgh with the punt. Miami with a return chance. It's going to be 11 or 12. And nope, so this is going to be normal. But that'll close out the first quarter. So Miami gets the ball here to start the second quarter. And Miami with 3 and Pittsburgh with 7. Let's reset the clock here. And Miami will take over. 1st and 10. Greasy with Zonka behind him. He's got Nat Moore off on the left side. And this is a 31 for Miami. So the defense holds for Pittsburgh. And a 31 is going to be a Miami punt. So Pittsburgh defense holds. So after that initial fumble, Pittsburgh has looked good. Bradshaw, his turn with the ball. Bradshaw, good-looking drive for the Steelers. They're in the red zone. But they get held up by the Miami defense and will have to settle for a Matt Barr field goal. So Matt Barr field goal now makes the lead 10-3 for Pittsburgh. How long was that kick, by the way? That was a 46-yard field goal. That should be 64 as you read it, but there's no way he's kicking 64-yard field goal. So I just swapped the numbers and tried to come up with something a little more believable. So that's where we stand right now. Got about 9 minutes to play in the half. Pittsburgh on the field goal by Barr goes up 10-3. So now it's the Dolphins with it now. Just a couple more possessions here in the first half. Good-looking drive by Greasy. They bring it right down the field. And Greasy goes back to pass. And he finds his man in the back of the end zone. It's a touchdown pass to Moore. So a TD pass to Moore. And Miami is right back in this thing. It's 10-9 pending the extra point. So good drive by the Dolphins and Greasy. And a 61. Ooh, it just squeaks inside the bar. The extra point is good, and this game is now 10-10. Oh, I put that up there a little early, didn't I? Woohoo! There's been a lot of extra point misses in this. So Pittsburgh with the ball here, got about 5 minutes to play in the first half. It's now a tie game as Greasy to Moore has this thing knotted at 10. Bradshaw back now for the Steelers. And that drive is going nowhere. Miami defense stiffens. And that is going to be a Pittsburgh punt. Miami does have a chance to run this back. No go. So we're down to the final 2 minutes of the first half. Miami, one last chance here as they have the ball to end the first half. 10-10 on score. Greasy under center. Tries to drive him down the field. And that is a 62. No, he can't get it done. And a 36 is actually going to be an interception. That's going to be intercepted by the Steelers on the 36. Steelers have a chance to run it back as time is expiring. And a 16. No, just missed it. He caught it, but he's tackled out of bounds. And that will end the first half. So an exciting first half here in Pittsburgh. And the score is 10-10. So let's set this up here for the second half. We go to the third quarter, and it's going to be Miami with the ball as Pittsburgh got it here to start the game. So Greasy now here in the third quarter trying to lead his Dolphins down the field. And that is not going to happen. Pittsburgh defense toughens up there. And they pick it off. A 45. It is an interception. Steelers pick this ball off. And there's a chance to run it back. No go. So Pittsburgh with the ball in great shape here to start the second half. So Greasy's picked off on a play. Now Bradshaw trying to work with this with the short field. A 56. No, that is not good at all for Pittsburgh. And a 66 is the field goal. Goes wide. Matt Barr comes in and misses the field goal. And the ball goes back to Miami. So a great chance by Pittsburgh there to take the lead after the interception. But the field goal goes wide. So Greasy with a fresh start here in a 10-10 game. That is a 24. Good-looking drive for the Dolphins right now. And that's a 52. And it's going to be another touchdown pass, this time to Harris. Greasy, a touchdown pass again as he finds Harris, the receiver. And Dolphins now go up 16-10 pending the point. That is a 16, and that point is easily good. So the extra point is good. Tack that on. And now the Dolphins lead this one 17-10 here in Pittsburgh in this playoff game. We're going to take some time down here, down to about 6 minutes to go. So Bradshaw now comes out, trailing by a touchdown here in the third quarter. Three Rivers Stadium crowd is going crazy, but that's not going to help them on this drive. And that's a 25, and Steelers are going to punt this one away. So there's a punt. Miami does have a punt return chance. And 51 is just going to be a fair catch. So Miami is going to get the ball back here, and this will be the last drive of the third quarter. As again, you can see each team with 5 possessions in the half. And that ends the quarter. So 17-10. We got a good one brewing here. We might have to break out the OT rules. I don't want to jinx myself, but I've never used them yet. So Miami now. Greasy under center. Good looking drive for the Dolphins right now. And the drive's going to stall, though. They will settle for the field goal. The field goal is good by Von Schaman. And this was a short one, though. It can't be 11 yards. This is going to be a 36-yard field goal by Von Schaman, and that's going to put the Dolphins up 20-10. Oh, going the other way. 20-10, and that will end the third quarter. So we go to the fourth and final quarter, maybe, here in Pittsburgh. So it was the Dolphins with a TD pass and a 36-yard field goal, so they get 10 points here. Nothing but the Steelers in that third. In fact, they had a field goal miss and a punt. That's the only possessions they had in that period. So Pittsburgh now with the ball to start the fourth quarter. Bradshaw now down by 10 at home to Miami. Good-looking drive. The Steelers respond here. And there's a 26. But they're going to have to settle for a field goal as the Dolphins' defense knocked away that pass. And the field goal length is going to be 33 yards. And so now it's 20-13. So the Pittsburgh Steelers are within scoring range, tying range. One-score game is what I meant to say. Dolphins with the ball now here in the fourth quarter. They will only have 2 possessions here in this quarter. See if they can make them count. 66. That is a bad possession. That drive is going nowhere for Miami. And they're just going to kick this one away with a 56. So Miami comes in, and they're just going to punt this away. So Pittsburgh back now trailing by 2. 2 possessions left. They need to make something happen right now. And they do. They drive down the field, a 33 for Pittsburgh. And they settle for another field goal. The drive stalls. And, well, let's see here. So yeah, that's good. So what I like to do is if a team gets a field goal late in the game, if that's not going to get them within 1 score with 1 possession left, I do allow for that 4th down option. But this will get them within 1 score, so I'm going to allow that. So I'm going to go 16 now on the field goal. That's a 41-yard field goal by Barr. And so now this game is 20-16. And there's not much time left. We got about 5 minutes to go in this game. So Miami, with a score, with a touchdown, will win this. They're up by 4. A field goal is going to make it tough, but if they can get a touchdown here, if Greasy can drive them down with a touchdown, it puts the game away. So this could be the game-winning drive right here for the Dolphins. And they do cash in. It's a 3rd down play. He's going for the end zone. Let's see if he can get it or if they have to settle for the field goal. A 44 is a touchdown pass by Greasy, and that will do it. A TD pass by Greasy as he found Moore again in the back of the end zone, and that will do it here in Pittsburgh. So a 36-yard field. I'm sorry, that's a touchdown. What am I thinking? That's for the extra point roll. Oh, the extra point. But it hits the bar. It shouldn't really matter much. So a 63, we roll again. It hits the bar and goes out. So the extra point is no good. So it's still going to be a 10-point game, but with only 1 one possession left. Pittsburgh would have to score and then get the onside kick. Okay, I think that's how the onside kick rules work. If you score in your last play, you can roll for the onside. At least that's how I play it. So Pittsburgh needs to score and get the onside. So Pittsburgh, they march it down the field. They do cash in. What's it going to be? A 34. Okay, so this is a field goal. So this is where the fourth down rules apply. Okay, a field goal does us no good. But if they can get that and the extra point, that works. I think actually I'm stretching the rules a little bit. So if you're an avid player, game-winning drive, please don't crucify me here because I think the game's technically supposed to be over on the last possession. But if they score and get the onside kick and score again, I think they would win. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm reading the rules wrong. But I'm going to allow them to go for it on fourth down. So it's fourth down. It's -3 on fourth down. So they need to roll a scoring chance with -3. So that's going to bring the dice roll now from 11 to 32 to 11 to 25. So this is taking the field goal off the board for Pittsburgh. So Pittsburgh scores the field goal, maybe. So 11 to 25 is good on fourth down. No! So they take the field goal off the board, a fourth down fail, and that turns the ball over. And Miami is going to hang on to win, and that's kind of good because if they had scored and got the onside kick, I might have been playing the game wrong. But again, I have some fun rules that I throw in to keep it exciting at the end. So that'll be our final score, a wild and woolly fourth quarter. So Pittsburgh gets the field goal and another field goal, so that gets them 6. So Pittsburgh gets 6 for 16, and Miami in the fourth quarter, I don't think they scored at all, did they? Oh, they got the touchdown pass. So they had 6. They missed the extra point, so 26 to 6. So there you go, folks. The Steelers, who eventually won the championship in '79, have been eliminated. So it'll be the Miami Dolphins moving on, and they will play either Houston or San Diego in the conference championship. I'm Dave. Thanks for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed this replay of the '79 playoffs, and we will have a new champion. Yes, we will, as Miami knocks off the real-life champions, Pittsburgh Steelers, 26-16. I'm Dave. Thanks for watching. Hope you liked the video. Have a good day.